Okay, this is a continuation of Word Module 2. This is the third video in the set. And we left off by creating a citation for a book. And I just want to draw your attention to a couple of changes that I made. When you are typing a name for the book, make sure you add a comma between the author's name to separate their first and their last name. And then I went ahead, and if you were following along in my last video, you will see that the rest of the information is now complete for the citation. So if you need to get that information, go ahead and pause the video now. And then when you have the information, say okay, and you will notice that the citation will be inserted in your paper in the location that your cursor is. So mine is right here. It says Clio. Part of MLA style is to add the page number that you got the information from. And this information came from page 106. So if you click on the citation, it will allow you to edit the citation. Just click on it and then click the arrow next to it and say edit citation, and it will allow you to add a page number. You could also suppress some information as well. If you had that information in your citation, you could suppress it if you wanted to by putting a check mark there. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to add the page number and say okay, and then it will add that page number to our citation. Now we're going to find the second instance of the word citation, which can be found on the second page under physical comedy. I'm going to select it and delete it. And then I'm going to insert a new source. So I'm going to say insert citation and add new source. Notice that your first source is remembered and it's still there in your list, and you can add that citation to anywhere in your paper. My new source is a journal article. And the author is Frida Robbins. And then the title and the journal name is, and again, if I'm typing too fast or you're having a hard time keeping up with the typing part of this, feel free to pause the video and catch up, and then you can restart it. Okay, I think I have all of the information here that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, I think I do need to say all of the show all bibliography fields to extend, because it does give me some more information here. It gives me the volume and the issue number. So I'm going to go ahead and see if that's one of my options down below here. And if you wanted to put some other information, you could if you had it. If you don't have the information, then you leave it blank. But I do have the volume and the issue number. Go ahead and say okay once you have all of the information inserted, and you'll see that Robbins pops in at the location that my cursor was, and I want to add the page number to this one as well, so I'm going to edit my citation and add page number 75. Perfect. Now we're going to go to the third instance of the word citation, which is just below where we were at. I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to add the Clio Jantz citation. So I'm just going to, instead of adding a new source, I'm going to click an existing source, and it will add the citation there for me. On this one, it's not asking us to add a page number. So we're going to leave it as is, and I think we've inserted all of our citations. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a new blank page to insert our bibliography. So this is the best part. We've already added our sources. In fact, if there were additional sources that we are using in this paper, we would insert a citation and add them. So we had all of our sources inserted into our paper before we created our bibliography. Now, when you're typing a bibliography, it needs to be set on a page of its own. So I'm going to insert what's called a page break, which will allow me to kind of basically stop this page, and it will insert a new blank page. Some of my students just prefer to hit enter a few times until it pops down to the top of the next page. That works too. But if you want to, really cut off the first page and start a second page, then if you go to the layout, go to breaks and select page break right here, mark the point at which one page ends and the next page begins. That would also cut your page and drop you down to a blank additional page. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and insert my bibliography by going back to the References tab and clicking the drop-down arrow next to Bibliography. And all I need to do here is choose the type of bibliography that I would like to insert. So I could insert one that says Bibliography, References, or Works Cited. For an MLA style paper, a simple Google search will tell you, I think, that you can do bibliography or works cited, and some professors don't mind what you call it, so you could pick any of these options. I'm going to go ahead and stick with bibliography, and you will see that it inserts a bibliography correctly formatted in MLA style for me in alphabetical order on its own page. If you wanted to stick with the correct theme for MLA style, you could also center align the word bibliography. All right, this now concludes all of the information for Word Module 2. Thanks for watching.